everyone, it's Nicole here from NikkieCraft, and welcome back to another video where today you can see I'm going to be going over kind of a really small redstone tutorial. Now I'd like to start off by saying redstone is basically Minecraft's version of electricity. For thousands of years now, when you think about it, people have had to do like one or two jobs. Like maybe your job, if you had this really big Minecraft community, right? You're on a server or something, and your job is to mine wood. That's your only job. Mine wood and mine ores. Those are your only two jobs, right? Use that to make money by selling it to other people. Now, that money that you gain, you may use to buy food. Now, when you buy food, that money that you earn from your job is now going to the person who owns the food, and that person who owns the food is going to use that to continue to raise their farm, and then their farm is going to help them make food, and then they're going to sell more food and get more money and buy water and stuff and everything to like maintain their farm. So everything like falls into branches. In this situation, most of the time when you go into your first Minecraft world, try to flash back to that right now. When you walked in, you were like so confused. Like most of the time you're in single player and you have no help from anyone, so you have to get food, get water, you have to build a home, get light, get defenses against monsters. So many things to do within just a couple of minutes, which is a daytime for Minecraft. As you can see, the sun is already moving. Just watch it. Like it moves pretty quickly from all the way there to all the way there, and you know, you gotta do all of those things on your own. It's very difficult. You gotta put yourself in that situation where you have no idea what you're even doing at this point. And, you know, that's where redstone comes in. As I mentioned before, redstone is basically Minecraft's version of electricity. And it can actually help you, you know, maybe get around because you need redstone to power rails, and those rails are going to help you ride across rails into a mine shaft maybe, or get to your house quicker, like an escape route or something like that. They do help you a lot. Now, it is only such you know, limited ore. That's how I'm gonna put it for now. It basically looks like this, as you can see over here. I'm just gonna show you guys again. And redstone looks like this in your hand when it drops. Looks like that. Looks like any other item basically. A couple of the things redstone can make is redstone torches, redstone lamps. Now these two I'm gonna leave out for now. I'm not gonna show you how to use those because I'm really kind of confused with those. I've never really learned how to use them. I could take a tutorial, but it's a little hard to understand, and I'm not doing anything too advanced. Powered rails, block of redstone, and my favorite, TNT. Now, the only way to make those things is by using redstone, and the only way to get redstone is by using either of these two pickaxes. Now, we have an iron pickaxe and a diamond pickaxe, which I've tested and they worked. Obviously, anything above an iron is going to work, but, you know, gold is kind of similar into that category, but gold actually does not break redstone, believe it or not. I actually tried it in my last test run on a video, and it did not work. I thought it was going to, and it didn't, so that kind of messed up the whole video, but, you know, I just did it again, and now I know that gold does not work. Even though you usually think it would, it does not. Anything below gold basically does not work. And you can see I can use this. And I can get, so I usually get 4 or 5. I'm going to place another one. I got 9 that time. Yeah, so 4 or 5 usually. And most of the time where you find it is basically down here. I know it seems really... Oh, darn it. Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally forgot I was in survival mode. I keep doing that every time. So, anyways, this is around the area you find it in. I can't be exactly precise. I know a lot of you people who are extremely good at Minecraft are going to be like, no, it's found at this, X, Y, and Z, and this, that, the other thing. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I know it about around here to here. That's as well as I know. This is maybe the minimum. This is usually the maximum because you can't get anywhere past bedrock. So I'm actually going to cover this up because I know I'm going to fall through later if I don't. But when you find redstone, you can get 4 to 5 of them, maybe 6. I've never gotten 6 before, but I'm just saying I've gotten maximum 5, so probably 5. And it actually gives you a pretty good amount because you can reuse redstone. It's not like iron where you gotta go, okay, am I gonna make a chest plate or am I gonna make a sword? Like that's my decision. You gotta make that decision. But with redstone, you can reuse redstone all the time. It looks kind of like this. It kind of looks like a blood trail for some reason. I don't know why. It kind of looks like red wire. You know when you have red wire that you wrap around batteries or different types of scissors to make it like your own battery. I don't know if you've heard of that already, but you can. It requires a little bit of science, but you know, kind of looks similar to that, but I don't know why it looks more like dust. You only have a limited amount of redstone, so you have to remember that you can't keep, you don't need to put it in like circles or anything. It doesn't need to be like that, and you can't cut corners like that. Now anyways, we've kind of already made a mess. Let's get to some of the really cool stuff you can make with redstone. Now, as I've shown before, you can make a redstone lamp, which we're going to start off with. And, oh, I might have left that in the chest. I don't think I mentioned it before at all. You can use redstone lamps, and they actually emit a lot more light. Now, you can't just place them down like torches and they work. You need to place, like, a redstone torch on it. Oops, excuse me. Next to it. Sorry. You can't place it on top of it. I mean, if you want to place a redstone torch on top of it, be my guest, it will not work. You need it next to it, anywhere next to it. And you can see this emits a lot of light. You're like this goes to around like maybe here. And that's actually really useful when you're in a serious situation. You want monsters to go away. They want to stay away from the light. They're like, ow, this burns my eyes, actually. So you can actually use this, and you can make like a really nice trail. No, other redstone lamps don't light them up. So how do we get the rest of our redstone lamps to go? Well, as you can see, when I have redstone next to another redstone torch, it's much lighter. As you can see, this one's darker and this one's lighter. Now, why is that? Because basically redstone torches light them. It's like when you have a match, the redstone torch is your match. And if you want to set off a bomb or something, or TNT, you're gonna need your match. And that's basically what redstone torches are used for. Now, as you can see, I can put redstone over the items. It will cost me a lot of redstone, though, I can already tell. I think you most of the time need to put them over the items, yeah. And as you can see, put them around. And that emits a lot of light, and it's actually pretty cool looking. As you can see, when it's over it just looks really nice. It can make a nice decoration, and you can see it's almost pitch black everywhere else, but in this light I am saved. Like if I was looking down right now, it looks like daytime. It literally looks like daytime. So it's very, very useful. Okay guys, we're gonna go back to daytime. As you can see, I'm gonna just set the weather to clear, and it should be clearing up in a second. There we go. It's all daytime again, and I think it's like just the beginning of the day. Now, the redstone lights don't emit a lot during the day, obviously, because it's already bright. When I was looking down again, it looked exactly like daytime because they're so bright. But and torches don't help as much as you think. I mean, they may help in caves and stuff, but they really only go so far, and redstone torches are not the same thing, actually, guys. They do not emit a lot of light. They barely. Here, I'll go down and show you guys. Go down a little deeper. So it gets a little darker in here. As you can see, it gets a little darker. They emit a little bit of light. If you're trying to make something spooky or weird looking, you might want to use those. Like if you wanted dimmed lights in a room, okay, you're going to use those. But most of the time, it's better off if you just use torches or redstone lamps. Now let's get to my favorite thing, which is TNT. Now TNT looks a little something like this. TNT is a really nice looking block. It's just, I love the detail that was put into this. It's just really, really nice, and you can put loads of them. You can put as many as you want. I mean, they cost a little bit to make. Like, it's not like money-wise. It's like getting ores. They do cost redstone and sand and other stuff like that. You cannot put them over you can put them over redstone, but they won't like just go over other blocks. I think they just go straight over them, except for grass. But as you can see, if I wanted to light this, now I'm not sure I'm going to. All right, whatever. I'm gonna just light it anyway. I think I have it in my inventory. No, I do not. Now you can use either flint or steel. Flint and steel, not just flint. I mean flint and steel, and you can also use a lever. which we have over there, but I'm just gonna grab another one anyway. Or you can use a redstone torch. Now, of course, I'm not going to come that close to it, because otherwise I'm going to get blown up. I mean, look how much TNT is here. If I surround myself in TNT, I have a 110% chance of being blown up. Not just 100%, but 110%. That's how badly TNT will blow you up. Now, let's say you didn't want it to do damage. You can put TNT inside, like underwater, and it will do no damage to anything, but obviously you want it to do damage. That's what makes it cool. So we're gonna put the redstone around it just so that we know it connects to all the other ones. You don't have to put it on every single one, actually, believe it or not, because redstone, it just adds a really cool effect though. But redstone actually, I mean TNT actually blows up other TNT when it explodes. So let's say we didn't really want to be that close and we wanted to set a lever. We're gonna bring it over here, and now we're far enough from it. Now we're not gonna get damaged. Oh, there's a little pig that went into it. Okay, never mind. I don't think, no, flint and steel doesn't set it from a far distance, so if you have flint and steel, you're probably not going to go anywhere with it. If you're trying to blow up somebody's house, do not bring flint and steel with you, because they're going to catch you within time. Now, if I put that down, as you can see, it connects to it now. You can see it connects to it. And now I just pull the lever, and it should, oh, whoops, I missed one spot. It should connect all the way over there. And I might have missed a couple spots, though. Yeah, I missed a couple spots. So, as you can see, over here, the redstone kind of loses its power. It can only go so far. It's really trying to get across, but it just can't. So you can put down a redstone torch every once in a while. Now, I know I'm probably going to get blown up for this because I'm so far away. I mean, I was so far away earlier, even though it's only right there. If I put it right there, it's going to explode. It's going to explode. And as you can see, everything exploded. Even my chest. Darn it. Anyways, as you can see, it does a lot of damage. Now, one does a reasonable amount of damage. Since I'm in creative mode, it does a reasonable amount of damage. I can actually jump up when the redstone explodes, and I launch myself into the air, which is pretty cool. So if you want to, like, if you're stuck in somewhere and you're in creative mode and you really just want to get out and you want to feel like you're like being blown through a cannon, it's actually a lot of fun when you do this. So redstone can really help you a lot. TNT wouldn't have been lit if you didn't use redstone. So let's have it explode, and I flew really, really high up. So if you want to catapult your friends, that's definitely the thing you can use. And if you didn't have redstone, it would not work. Now, let's say you want to go all the way down there, like you drop something, but like you're in survival mode and you can't figure out how to get down there. Well, what you can do is you can use powered rails and or regular rails. Now, powered rails don't turn like regular rails do, as you might know already. You can use a rail. And as you can see, as I put down the rails turn. Powered rails do not. So, I'm going to have the powered rail go here. Oh, no, it can't go below 1 foot. So, when it's turning at least. And as you can see, powered rails just can't turn, so you're going to need regular rails for it. So they put some limitations. You can't have like powered rails all the way down unless you're going directly down, that's all you're doing. But it's actually a lot of fun because it helps you launch yourself a little bit. Let's get a minecart, and let's put that there. Now I don't want to push it so far because then it's going to keep going, but it's not going to be launched right away. And reason why is because I don't have the redstone torch down, so I'm going to put myself in the minecart. And as you can see, when I put the redstone torch down, it went on. Now, the rails need to end at a certain point, so if they just end and stop like this, don't be surprised, because there's nothing else below it. There's no other rail to stop it, but powered rails can make you go really, really, really fast. So I'll show an example in a couple of seconds. And I made my own little mini roller coaster, as you can see. So you can actually use a lot with these powered rails. I'm going to show you an example now. So I'm going to put that redstone torch down. As you can see, I can go down, I can go around. These powered rails really help. You need to use a lot of them though, and a lot of redstone torches. And you can also go up, and as you can see, I just did a jump and I measured where I would fall, and then I brought it back up, used blocks, and I literally went off rails, and then I landed back down and kept going. That's what you could do with powered rails. That's how cool they are. So I'm going to go back this way, obviously, and I won't be able to go back over there on that jump. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. As you can see, I went over powered rails, I went over redstone lamps, I went over redstone, where you can find it, how deep it is, and also what you can mine it with. So a couple new things, like an intro to redstone basically, and that's basically it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, goodbye!